Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to use two different programs to create a cutout on any 3D object. The first program we're going to use is 3D Builder. This is a free program on Windows. You can just search in your little toolbar for it. It should come up. And the other program we're going to use is Tinkercad. It's also another free program. It is hosted online, but you just need like a Gmail account to use it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a JPEG or a PNG, just a really basic black and white image. We're going to turn it into a 3D object, and then we're going to use that to make a cutout on another 3D object. So the first thing we're going to do is when you open up 3D Builder, you get this option here. We're going to hit Open. Then we're going to hit Load Image. Now I have this image, I have this image right here prepared. It's going to be pretty much perfect. It just needs to be a black and white image, and it needs to make sure that it doesn't have cutouts inside of cutouts. For example, the letter O would not be appropriate because there's a cutout within a cutout. It has like a floating section essentially. So you need something where, think of kind of like if you were carving a pumpkin, what kind of design would work for that? It's going to be a similar idea here. So this is already prepared. I got this on just searching around on Google, and then I loaded it in Windows Paint and cleaned it up and made it, it needs to kind of be like ready to go. It needs to be cleaned up and ready like this. It doesn't, you need to make sure it doesn't have like a banner on the bottom or some other stuff in the image, just the icon. Okay, we're going to load it. This is what this one does. Now, if that image had been black with a white paw, it would have came up properly right off the bat, but we had it the other way. You can fix that really easy. Hit inverse here. There you go. Textures on off doesn't matter. This needs to say contours. You can fuss with these a little bit, but usually it looks good as it is. Now, the way to like rotate this and look at it a little bit is to hold down the left mouse button and move the mouse around, and you can kind of check it out. And it looks good. We're going to import it. All right, now we're going to save it. Save as. And we're going to save it as an STL. So make sure you change that. Now, I already have it saved, but that's what we're going to do, right? Save it. Now, the next program we're going to switch over to is Tinkercad. And like I said, it's free to use. When you first go to the main page, you're going to hit Create, and you're going to hit 3D Design. You have three options, so hit that one. It could look a little different on your computer. I've seen that menu change already a few times. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to import the thing we want to cut out, and then the new paw object we made. We're going to do import. The first file we're going to bring up is, let's see, where did I put that? Right there. That's the object I want to cut out. Now, something to note, when you import objects into Tinkercad, Tinkercad can't handle really large files. You can use your slicer program to actually reduce the triangles of an object if it's too complicated. There's a, you can like right click on it and scroll down this menu, and it gives you the option to actually like simplify the model, and you can try that. If you're getting an error, it says Tinkercad won't load it because it's too big. This one will load fine, it's already optimized. This will come up here. I never fuss with this. It's already exactly how I want it. I think I cut out there. This is exactly how I want it. Depending on how big the part is, your internet connection might be a little slower, but there it is. That's the thing. Now let's import the little paw shape that we made. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now the paw's a little big. Now when you load it, your whole out thing here might look a little different. You can change some things on here. It might look just like this too, though. So The only thing you really need to know about is if you want to rotate this around, just with the other, like with the 3D Maker, you're going to hold down the right click on the mouse and then rotate your mouse around, and that's how you look around. Now, the pink paw is way too big for what we want to do, so we're going to shrink it, but don't just grab this and pull it in. What you're going to want to do is hold down Shift on your keyboard and then pull it in, because if you don't hold down Shift, you can skew it and make it all kinds of like weird, whatever, you know, like too longer or taller or whatever. Now just kind of put it where you about want it. If for whatever reason, whatever you're cutting out, it's kind of sunken in, like it's not as thick, this one right here in the middle will let you make it thicker. You need to make sure it's all the way to the bottom, which by the way, if you just hit D on your keyboard, it'll automatically put it flat on the base if it wasn't, or if you accidentally moved it. This is how you move it. So if you accidentally like grab that and you're like, oh no, it's like not on, what do I do? Just D. D will bring it right back down. D is in doggy. Okay. Right. And make it thicker if you need it. So the next thing we're gonna do is make sure it's where we want it to be. I actually just want this right smack in the middle. I want it just perfectly aligned. We're gonna hit this alignment button. See, there's only a few things up here. It's not too complicated. This is the program I started with, and then after I got more comfortable with it, I moved to more complicated programs for 3D stuff. So I still use this all the time for little stuff I gotta do real quick because it's so easy to use. Um, Oh, I didn't really explain what I was doing there. So alignment is like you get all these different places to, like I can line it over here in the corner or in the like vertically. I just want it all in the center. So I'm just, like I said, play around with these and see if it does what you're looking for. Okay, so the next thing now we're going to click just on the paw. Here it says just one shape, just the pink one. There's this other option over here. Do you see this? And again, if these don't show up, you can click that arrow and it'll tell you a little bit more about what these mean. So this is a solid. This would also be if you wanted to change the color of it just for, for your own reason, like to see it a little better or whatever. But there's this one that says whole. And what this does is it creates becomes a cutout essentially. And that's what we want. So we're going to turn it into a whole, a cutout. And then we're going to keep the other one solid. So it's still solid. Now we're going to select both. What I just do is just hold down my left mouse click and drag until I get both of them in. Here it says shapes 2. So I know both of them are selected. Okay. Now I'm going to merge them together. Right over here, this symbol, I mean, it looks like a merge symbol. That's what it is. So we're just going to click it. And there it is. It's done. It was that easy. Now we're going to export it. So just click it, make sure it's selected. Export. If you've got a bunch of stuff on there, make sure you've got the selected shape. Sometimes I don't know, sometimes it goes back to this, especially if it's like the first time you're using it. I'm pretty sure it defaults to that one. You don't want that. You want the thing that we're looking at. And we want it as an STL again. And it'll name it whatever you've got over here in the corner listed. But you can just like click on that and change it. You can also just change the file name yourself. It's going to be in your notes folder. So if you, click here and you, right there, that's where it's at. It'll show it in my download folder. And then that's the file. And then just put it in your slicer. Hope this helps. It's very easy to do. I hope I didn't make the tutorial too long for you.